Howdy folks, we should be live. Although unfortunately we are not in 4K tonight. I had a little bit of issues with my streaming server. So I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way with Prism, but we will be in 1080p 60 at least. So another old-timey stream quality-wise. Again, I'm deeply sorry for that. I done effed up, but hey. White Fusion Lemons, you have a low-quality stream, but thank you for for tuning in. Cam is here. Sweet Pea, Lisa, Aiden Thompson McGuire, Deborah, Epic Nation HD. Didn't I just see you? Vivian Johnson, Cynthia, Jillian, Muhan, Daniel Berry, Badano is here. And Marge, thank you so much guys for tuning in. And you are correct, Lisa. We are at Lansdowne, just south of College Street. I just recorded a video along the first big street festival of the year. That kid just said hi. Through Due West Fest. So that hopefully will be on the channel for tomorrow. Should I be walking in this smoke? Yeah, the air is not good. Whoa, I have no idea why that guy just did that in front of me. The air is not good, but oh well. There's been air quality advisories in effect. There's lots of wildfires going on in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. They're particularly bad this year. And there's a bit of a burnt, crispy smell in the air. And what's interesting is when you walk through the street festival, it can be hard to distinguish between that and some of the food being cooked up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. But this is Lansdowne here. Unfortunately, streaming through here is going to be an issue. It's pretty much non-stop commercial music. So if you want to see what the festival is like, tune in to the channel tomorrow or Sunday, depending on when I get that video edited and uploaded. As I took a walk from Ossington over to where I am now. But I basically have to leave the mute button on the whole stream. So instead, maybe we can just kind of hit college. A guy I haven't talked to in a long time just sent me a message saying, here comes a Twins turkey this weekend. Greetings, Phuket Walk. Miguel is cooking tacos. Well, $8 tacos, sweet. But I'm gonna keep talking as we walk through that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go this way on College a bit. Through Little Portugal. I think the Portugal Day Parade is being held up on St. Clair just due to a conflict with the street festival on Dundas just south of here. But again, sorry for the lack of 4K. I wasn't able to get my streaming server to connect. That's twice I've screwed up recently. This is St. Clarence Avenue. Lisa says they're claiming Do West Fest moved it and blame them for the move. Is that really such a horrible thing? Having to move your parade? Someone said the sound keeps cutting in and out. Sounds fine to me. Let me know if anyone else is experiencing that. If not, it's just that one person. But this area will pick up in a few blocks. By that I mean it'll start to get a little bit better and more interesting. Lisa says sound is fine. Yeah, usually there's a lot of people complaining when something's wrong. Or, you know, kindly letting me know. Maybe at Ossington, we could head south down to Queen. Ossington's always an interesting street. Remember there was like a backyard party going on last year when I walked along here? And I walked by a couple of guys at the festival who were selling these kind of bespoke maps and drawings of Toronto that were super interesting. If I can make it back there this weekend, which I'm hoping to, I might pick some up. You'll be able to see them in the video tomorrow. Look at that. Tell me how you really feel, people living in that house. Greetings, Drew. This is Brock. So this morning's video was a bit of a departure, but if you remember, the idea for it hatched in my head on the Sunday night Stumble stream, and people voted, I think, almost 9-1 to make it. And someone posted it on Reddit, and it made it to the front page of Our Toronto. It's been a long time since I've had a video that made it there. Oh no, I'm in new Reddit. Put me on old Reddit. New Reddit is gross. There it is, 247 upvotes right on the front page of Our Toronto. 154 comments. I don't really want to touch those comments on my video with a 10-foot pole, but the response has been fairly positive. Well, very positive, at least to the video, not so much the subject matter. Hello, dog mama. It's the Badal Sungyal Gyohi, Toronto Bethel Evangelical Church.
Hey.
I think I've been hit by a few light raindrops. I wondered what a Dollarama looked like. It's amazing comparing how different it is on College versus Dundas Street. He says, Johnny, I just saw your newest video and I want to say thank you. Thank you for speaking out about the biggest problem in this city. It's insane. Well, I would say it's the biggest problem. It's maybe the biggest or one of the biggest that nobody really seems to talk about. Everyone you meet who spends any time in the city will tell you all about it, but there doesn't seem to be a bigger conversation going on. Someone writing, cyclists just starting to feel what motorcyclists have been dealing with for decades. I hate sidewalk videos. Johnny, love your videos. Never thought you swore. Love it. You should run for mayor. We keep dismissing the things that truly matter with the shrugging of the shoulders. There's a lot of good feedback.
And then when you stop again, free transfer.
We are Ohio. Sir, are you on?
Oh, we're live. We're live.
Live on what?
YouTube. Yeah, what's up, Liam? How's it going?
You good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where are you off to?
Just heading to Ossington.
Oh my God, I'm getting raped!
Okay, go. Kids these days, man.
All right. What a stupid little shit.
I know.
How's it going?
Good, we're just chilling.
Hey. How's it going?
Good to see you guys.
You what? Yeah. Just shoot me a DM.
Kids needs to know. No,
Huh?
63 needs to know like that, right? Yeah. I gotta go.
Oh, what's this truck doing?
Look at this guy. What? How?
You know what? In fairness to that guy, those things are extremely difficult to drive, especially.
No, it's fine. You're gonna have to. Check this. That's not gas.
Oh, he made it. Sorry, chat. I didn't pay attention for a while.
Yeah.
Lisa says, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah, good point.
Really? We're not doing that.
This note says, "Dumb kid." Greetings, high and low retrospective. I think you left a comment on the video this morning. All right, this is Gladstone Avenue coming up. Hey, Gertej is here. So what we'll do is when I get to Ossington is I think we'll head south and we'll walk through the busy part of Ossington. It's Friday night, it should be going off. Greetings, Jelly Bean. And Lorraine McLean is here. Hello, Lorraine McLean. I don't know if it's this air or what, but I just feel completely out of it. Marge, $5. Stay hydrated. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much. Liam doing his modding.
Yes.
Same.
And super chatting.
Thank you, Marge. And I believe we're being super chatted right now.
Indeed.
Liam is paying his mod dues. Every mod has to pay their mod dues if they want to hold their wrench. Medano, Vivian, Marge.
Yeah.
I'm collecting for June.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't have to take it back.
No.
Take it back.
No, take back. You buy a Starbucks with that drink.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're at Rushholme Park. Oh, thank you again, Marge. Thank you, Liam.
So originally I was like, oh.
David Inc. says 80% humidity in TO. I think that was around 50% in my apartment. The audio lagging and not matching? Liam, is my audio lagging?
I'm saying it right now. Sounds fine.
No, but I just did a selfie. Here we go. Is the audio lagging? Not matching? I think the audio's fine. We just checked. Hey, Carl Roth.
I think it sounds fine. It's maybe when you flip the camera, it does that recently on my end too.
Yeah, I don't normally use the software.
Yeah, it's busy, right?
Yeah. My streaming server wouldn't fire up.
Oh well.
Douglas says, what do you ask? Do I behave with crazies differently when streaming to normal life? I generally
Can we go down here for
avoid them whenever possible, but honestly, in Toronto, if you mind your own business, you don't really have too many run-ins or things. Most people, you could walk right through Dundas and Sherbourne, Queen and Sherbourne. You can ride the subway. You can do that for years and no one will really take issue with you. Every once in a while, it's happened to me, but when someone's not all there mentally, it's best not to engage and let them move on to the next. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. You're not going to teach someone a lesson who's already lost their marbles. But if it's someone who's with it, they just take issue with the camera, then fuck yeah, I'll give them a piece of my mind. Jumbo TV says the air is pretty bad today. It's very hazy.
Yeah,
It's like a thin layer of haze over. All right, we've made it to Dover Court, or Dover Court. So we are one major street away from, or one, I guess, mega block away from Ossington. That's the next major north-south street, so we'll be heading south there. Lisa says, if you're staring at your phone, walking straight at me, you will let them walk into you. I'll do that too. And you have the advantage of like bracing your shoulder for the hit. They don't. And they don't really have an excuse. What are they gonna do? Tell you should have moved out of the way? Well, I'll do that if they're walking on the wrong side. If they're walking on their left and I'm on the right, I'll do that. But I won't step into their path. Yeah, it's not quite a Barcelona style mega block, but Jelly Bean yells beep beep. Prince is a cough from the air quality. It's nowhere near as bad as what it was a few years ago, if you remember, when we had the worst air quality in the world. Today we just have the second worst. David says the rule in the New York City subway is not to stare at the homeless guy with his pants down. That's generally good advice anywhere. Speaking of which, Dave Kroll has a new show on FX called Adults. And there was a scene in that first episode on the New York City subway that was kind of reminiscent of your comment, or at least that came to mind. It's been a long time since I've sat on the couch in stitches over a TV show. There was a few moments in that when that was definitely the case. Did I see? It's Nick Kroll. I forget if I said his name correctly or not the first time. All right, that is Ossington coming up. Princess, where am I right now? We're heading east on College Street, just a block south, or a block west of Ossington. But I went through Little Italy, I think, in the last live stream. So this one, or in a recent one, probably not the last one. So this one, we're gonna go right down Ossington. You had a long day?
Not used to. Not joking. Said that so much.
Rome with Sign is here. Greeting Sign. Someone says that kid is way too big for that stroller. Hey, you never know, man. They might need to be in that stroller. Or, you know, maybe they're just way too big for it.
It was
So Little Italy will be going off in a few hours. It's a busy night area. Yeah, I'm gonna
go see you. I'll see you probably this weekend doing next week. Sunday I know you'll be live.
Yeah, I'll be live Sunday. I don't know about the rest of the weekend.
Bye, Johnny. Hi guys.
Good seeing you, Johnny.
All right, see you.
All right.
Oh.
Where's
Hello.
Rome with Sign says last time you were late for work watching my premiere. My last premiere was 5 minutes long. It was my shortest premiere ever. How did that make you late? Laureen?
The one I typed.
I'm a jerk apparently for recording my camera.
Who the hell says stuff like
Well,
that?
thanks
Throwing accusations.
Well,
Specialty. Johnny Stride's special.
Anyways, I'm going south here. You're taking off?
Yeah, we're taking off too.
All right,
Good seeing you
Alex,
again, man.
Yoshi,
All right. I'll message
Alicia.
you after. I'll message you after a while. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
All right.
I'll
Enjoy the rest of your
take
night.
care, John.
Bye.
All right, have a, stay
right.
safe, guys. Have a good
Take
night.
care.
Stay
Bye.
Liam showed me a comment that a mod hid. Someone calling me a jerk for. You do know that when you're in a public space, you may be, in fact, you will be recorded. Every time you see someone make a FaceTime call, take a picture for Instagram, are you gonna go get angry at them? Anytime you see anyone with a camera? What about security cameras? What about news crews? If you have a problem with someone using their camera in a public space, you're not only an idiot, but you're also wrong.
I elected for
As we go southbound Spadina. Greetings, Fat Tony. I'm just gonna cross the street here. There are some people, a few groups of people right behind me.
Depend on me, man.
Well, just imagine what a dystopian society it would be if you couldn't take out your camera. Imagine if you saw someone getting arrested and the cops are like, hey man, we're doing some shady shit. If you pull out your camera, we'll tase you. Or you saw someone getting assaulted and you wanted to get a picture of what the person looked like, so maybe you could help the victim. I don't know, it's just idiotic to think that you shouldn't be able to use your camera in public. He says I'm pretty attached to my camera. Yeah, you see some people out with like really expensive camera gear. I don't know if they have to deal with dinguses or not, but I imagine they would. This is Churchill. So we're about to be near the front of the street festival. We just kind of walked all around it. It takes a lot longer to walk through the street festival. Lisa says people generally don't care or want to say something nice about it. Don't be fighting with the food delivery guys. Hey, I have no issue with most food delivery guys. Lisa says close to the scene of the accident. Ooh, you had to remind me, didn't you? It was right here. There was a crossing guard standing in the middle of the street talking to someone in their car. I was driving or riding south on the single speed with those thin road tires. I went around the crossing guard, but I didn't cut the streetcar track at enough of an angle, which is entirely my fault. I took a tumble and recorded my head bopping against the ground. There was a very good Samaritan who stopped to help me. But do you know who didn't stop to help? The security guard. He just stood there and watched it. I cannot be bribed, Jelly Bean. I can be super chatted, but I cannot be bribed. Thank you for the $5. Jenny K is here. Don't Don't worry, Jenny, it's your lucky night. The ice is not that thick or that thin. Greetings, Jeanette. And again, I apologize for the lower quality stream. My bad. But at least it's working. There's a 505 streetcar. They've been diverted around Little Portugal through Dundas. EV charging in an Elon Musk mobile. Not to bring up that topic, but holy crap, what an interesting few days that has been south of the border. The bromance is dead. Wasn't really all about saving money now, was it, Elon, as he's just discovering. Hey, Claudia M is here. So just to the left here, they're holding a queer market on the south side of Dundas. It's part of the Pride Month festivities, if I'm not mistaken. There'll be a big street festival and parade at the end of the month. But we've made it to the other side of Due West Fest. Oh, it is busier than it was when I was recording my video. Copyright music match waiting to happen. That street festival stretches between Ossington and Lansdowne. It's quite long. Have I seen the trailer for the new Resident Evil? No, I have not. Claudia says almost everyone is here. We're missing Mike Landry. Come on, Mike. Rome with Sign, have a happy day, Johnny and Liam. Have a happy day, Johnny and Liam. Thank you, Rome with Sign, for channel membership. Thank you, Rome with Sign. Thank you so much. That bell is annoying. Here's the Painted Lady. I saw some live music there not too long ago. So we're gonna go south, maybe down to Queen. This is Ossington. It's a rather popular stretch. Especially when it's patio season. I came down here in my last live stream actually, but I made a left and we headed over to Trinity Bellwoods Park. Something smells good. Hey, there's the Foxley.
Wow. Wow, that's actually insane.
I really knew about it yesterday. Dude, they are roommates.
Fat Tony, that's this week. We just walked by the Due West Fest, the festival formerly known as Dundas West.
Will you ever not?
There'll be a festival in Ossington that's only one day later this year. But usually it's pretty neat. There's a lot of vendors set up. They'll have wrestling. It's one of the more unique street festivals. Peter Bradfield, $1.99, wishing Toronto to rain, or Toronto rain to clean the air as it Atlanta. Peter Bradfield, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, Peter. Thank you for the super and the support. There's Paris. We don't have to get so close when I can zoom like this. It means Randy Ruck. Carl Ross says all the cars on the street look the same. Mike T, member for 44 months, approaching 4 years. Crazy. That is. Mike T, thank you so much for 44 months of membership. We're gonna catch a red light here. So the Blue Jays are down 1-0 to the Twins in the bottom of the second. That's no good. And the Panthers are beating the Oilers 1-0. 5.5 minutes into the first. That's also no good. Come on, Jays. Come on, Oilers. Get your shit together. There's an excellent faux place. The Golden Turtle. I haven't been there in a while. Cam says this is popsicle weather. Meet me on Argyle Street. Jenny K says go sports. There's a lot of places on the street where you definitely want to have a rezo. This ice cream shop, holy cow. Look at this. The watch your dad actually wants and no, it's not on his wrist. There better be some damn good ice cream for that line. Mark says, wow, must be good ice cream. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Sometimes people just like lining up. You feel like you're a part of something. It's not my jam. If one ice cream was a 10 out of 10 and I had to wait 10 or 20 minutes to get it, and there was an 8 out of 10 across the street and I had to wait 1 minute, I'd go get that 8 out of 10 almost every time. It's just me. If you're wondering where we are on Ossington. Like he says, nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Yeah, I remember going out on like Richmond and Adelaide streets circa like 2003, 2004, and often bars and clubs would have these big lines and waits, and then you'd get in and the place would be mostly empty. Jelly Bean says hipster street. I wonder if Canada's Wonderland had lighter crowds than usual because of the air. Hey, Oilers 1-1. Now be good sports and let me know if the Blue Jays come back. Jeanette for an 8 out of 10 ice cream. I think I can get at least a 9 out of 10 with that. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for the $7. And the laugh. I just got a text saying exciting tied game. Hey, there's Sweaty Betty's. The good news is I should be home to catch the third period. Thanks for being loyal viewers watching this over the Oilers or Jays. Well, I guess some of you probably are. All right, let's go left here. Even though last time we walked along Queen, it's a little different on Friday. Queen shawarma. I had pita light tonight. I had a chicken shawarma on rice for dinner. Jeanette, it's $7 more for a 9 out of 10 ice cream. Do I have to refund you the first 7 for the 8 out of 10? How does that work exactly? Am I supposed to have 2 ice creams? But either way, thank you so much, Jeanette. Thank you very much. So we walk by the snow gallery. Douglas says, Oilers on TV, I'm the sound. Oh, I feel so sorry for your ear canals. CJ, long time no chat. Greetings, CJ, welcome back.
I thought he was temporarily. I thought he was.
We're at Shaw Street pretty much. Lisa says there's lots of obstacles and slow-moving people. See, most delivery dudes are just fine. As we wait for the light. Push 279. No idea if Johnny partakes in the 420, but cheers. Thank you, Kush. I am a fan of edibles, not so much smoking it, but I definitely consume it like candy. Thank you so much. And I've been known to do that from time to time on my Sunday night live streams. Over on the other channel, Peter Bradfield. $1.99. I want to hear you scream for ice cream. I'll just quietly accept your $1.99. I ain't screaming, but thank you, Peter. Aiden Thompson McGuire says, I really enjoyed this morning's video. Thank you. I pulled up the comments while I was getting the stream prepared, and there was someone who very much did not like it. Where was it? At the Bike Life. Man, I've been a fan of your work in the past, but this video is reaching. I have no doubt you've had run-ins with courier cyclists. I have to, but this video is weak. You are making, I don't know if that'll focus. You are making a mountain out of a molehill for a series of minor to non-infractions. I don't know. You're entitled to your own opinion, but read the rest of the comments. Go read what people say on Reddit. And if I were a gambling man, I would say whoever at the Bike Life is probably one of those idiots who rides around on the sidewalks and rides like an idiot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be calling those minor infractions or non-infractions and defending it. Oh well, that's the beauty of forums and comments. If you want to say something dumb, you're free to express yourself. But thank you, Aiden Thompson McGuire. Jenny K says maybe it's Doug Ford. No, I don't think Doug Ford would create an account with that name. Hey, Jennifer Gallus here. Linda L. Greetings. No, you sure cannot, Chris Mills. Hey, where are we today? We are going east on the north side of Queen West. We're about to walk past Trinity Bellwoods. I see Remy, 69 Thai bot, support Johnny. Didn't we meet your daughter in a live stream about a little less than a year ago? Thank you so much for the 69 Thai bot, Salati Cup. Crop, I always say it wrong. Lisa, can always count on you. To debunk some poorly written words. There's Trinity Bellwoods. And maybe we'll cross over to the south side because I walked along the north side of the street in a recent stream. Kush 279. I don't get to watch lives this often. Love your content. Thank you again for the 279. Glad you enjoy the content. Again, unfortunately, tonight's stream is not in the usual 4K. I know most people don't care about it, but I care about it. Billy Tisa's great music store there. Hey, 60 or 631 people.
That's what I was thinking.
Thank you, guys. So this is West Queen West.
Oh, good. Yeah, that tickled me.
Lydia Chow should rename the streets to Doug Ford's Bicycle Alley. Hey, there might be a solution. She's been working with Dougie to keep the bike lanes that he wants to rip out. It's still gonna piss off motorists and business owners, well, the dumb ones, because rather than ripping out the bike lanes, they're proposing to just remove the street parking, something they should have done in the first place. SG says stream is looking a little bit hazy and smoky to you. It seems, maybe that's the air, but it seems okay on my phone screen here. There goes a 504 streetcar. Douglas says, am I ranting tonight? I don't know, Ken was in a ranty mood on his last live stream. I had that up for a while. Kush 279, these three together should get an edible. Cheers. You know what? I am fresh out of that. And I went a little hard on the adult beverages last week, so this might be a good weekend to get into the edibles. So I'm gonna pick some up. Thank you, Kush, for the donations and the inspiration. I'm gonna hit up a shop. I gotta get myself a 9 out of 10 ice cream, courtesy of Jeanette, an 8 out of 10 ice cream, and some edibles. Oh, they're having a trivia night. Pretty soon, like, AI is gonna ruin that. You're gonna be able to have like an invisible earpiece that hears every question and whispers you the correct answer. And they're gonna have no way of knowing you're wearing that. The future is almost here. Those places already have to have like no phone policies. 2-1 Edmonton. Oh no, now it's 2-2. Ice cream solves everything. Halo Crunch. Air quality's bad in Oakville as well, I would imagine. Linda L says, Johnny, I should be on TV. Does YouTube not count as TV? Rome says, sounds like a good weekend, ice cream and edibles. That does sound like a decent weekend. Hey, there's Toroni. They've got a location up at Yonge and Summer Hill. We're in Summerhill on Yonge. Alex, $2. Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much for the $2. And Elle says it's 2 all. Freddie says ice cream is really good for those who can digest lactose. Hey, when I was a kid, apparently I struggled with lactose. That's something I overcame. At least that's what my mom told me. I'll buy the lactose-free milk whenever it's on sale, and it's the same price as the normal milk. I have no idea if it's any different in my system or not. All right, Rome with sign, thanks for dropping in. And holy cow, 667 people watching. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, that's neat. Carl. Gertej needs to watch the Terminator in 4K. What's keeping you, man? Well, they're watching the game in there. And rebroadcasting the game without express written consent of the NHL. But I have implied oral consent. I'm still salty that this place is no longer a Nando's. I'm sure it's good now, but I used to love going to that Nando's, sitting on the patio, and then playing some pool up on the second floor. That place is no longer a pool hall. That's Tecumseh. I think it's pronounced Tecumseh. Cam says Nando's fries are too salty. Oh, their sauces are great though. I mean, if they had Swiss chalet sauce, I'd still grab that every time, but...
Yeah, I want to be like that a little bit.
All right. We'll just ignore the totally sane man. Mark says 3-2 Oilers. There we go. How about alcohol-induced ice cream? I don't even know where you can get that in Toronto. Gertej had Swiss Chalet last night. Hey, download the app and check out all the deals they have. Blue Jays 0, Twins 3. It's not good news. Linda said 2 all.
Yeah, he just threw a shooting.
I've got 3-2. Best ice cream is on Church Street. I don't eat enough ice cream to be able to know what the best is or not. I just know it's always really good. almost bought a tub of it at the grocery store today. It was like $2.49. I think it was Breyers. But then I remembered who I am and why I can't buy that. Because it's impossible for me to just have a little dish of ice cream. I'll pull it out of the freezer, I'll put it in a little bowl, I'll sit in front of my TV, I'll eat it in like 5 seconds, and I'll pop right back up and refill the bowl again. And I'll just do that all over and over again until the whole tub is gone. It's also the same reason I don't keep potato chips at home. Chance Pike says sherbet. I used to love orange sherbet as a kid. Let's go take a quick look at King Street. Hamsters are like that with the chips. It'll be a busy night down on King. I do that with cereal too. I'll eat like a bowl of muesli, like a reasonable amount. And then I'll be like, yeah, I could have some more. I'll just fill up a little bit more in the bowl and I'll end up making my second bowl bigger than the first one. And that is why I don't have snacks in my apartment. I don't trust myself. I've got microwave popcorn and that is it. As we go southbound Bathurst. I guess we'll be cutting through the financial district or the entertainment district. Vroom vroom goes the Dodge Ram. Heinzel says you're the same. Fries, potato chips, you name it. Yeah, I don't have that my self-control is not having the stuff in the first place. But there's a very good gelato shop near my place, Mazika, and I have taken a lot of steps tonight. So Jeanette, I think I'm gonna get some, if you're okay with it, get some gelato instead of 9 out of 10 ice cream. It is 9 out of 10 gelato. Greetings, Derek C. Bag of no-name chips for $1.50. My favorite chips used to be the ones you get at Dollarama. They would give you the most full bag of chips ever. It would be bigger than like a bag of Lay's, and it would be like 75% chips. Not that 75% air nonsense you get. Edmonton up 3-2, 33 seconds of 5-on-3 coming up. And it's only the first period. Holy shit. You honk at him, Porsche. Yeah, there's a no standing sign right there. I guarantee you that was a ride share. Now everyone's honking at that person. I always try to drop my pin off in a place that isn't gonna cause that to happen. Like I'll pick a little side street and I'll plop my pin down there just so the car won't be disturbing anything. And then often the like Lyft or Uber driver will just sit on the main road and be like, I'm here. And I'm like, that's not where I put the pin. You're sitting there blocking traffic, getting honked at. I dropped it on this street over here and waited here for a reason. Oh well, that's just the way that goes. We're at Bathurst and King. What's it smell like? A little bit of burnt crispness in the air. You can't, I think the streetcar is honking at that white van because you're not allowed to go straight through the intersection. And the streetcar was blocking, or was being blocked by that van. And now the streetcar missed that advanced green and it's stuck behind these pedestrians. One shitty driver causing chaos. Kudos to those delivery guys all waiting for, well, I guess they didn't wait for the lights to stop flashing, but at least they waited for the actual people to board and unload off of it. Partial credit. In a few hours, this area will be packed with people. A lot of nightlife in this area. Sorry, advanced freight. $2. Hey guys. Thank you very much for the support. Don't worry, Jenny, you're not on thin ice. That guy is. Earl's on the right, replacing Lee Restaurant from a financial district lunchtime spot to a King Street West nighttime spot. And we are almost at Portland Street. This is Ruby Soho coming up.
What corner? Isn't it up?
Hard place to get a table at on a busy Friday or Saturday. It's one of those come early or wait a long time kind of places. And Elle says, what a nice night indeed. The only slight bummer is the air quality. It's a little early for a lot of these places, I think.
Even for my coffee, like, as long as it's not.
Angela M. Angela M. Thank you so much for the super chat, Angela M. Thank you. And Jeanette, sorry I missed it. Are you? Did you okay the gelato?
Yeah, so I think
I'd hate to break your trust by taking that ice cream super chat and misspending it. Randy, holy shitballs, Randy Rock, 20 bucks. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Randy. I saw you super chat Ken and I got a little jealous. I thought Randy Ruck is a two-timer, but now I know you're just a really solid dude. Thank you, Randy. There's Belfast Love. Oh, did that? Oh no, I thought the cocktail bar on the second floor changed its name, but it's still Isabel's. Thank you, Randy. Just reading.
Okay if I'm just standing still. Yeah.
And I noticed this on a walk I recorded here the other day. After I finished up at Parkdale, I had lunch and then I walked along King. And I noticed Early Mercy was no more. It's all fenced off. That was a popular spot at night. There's Chibo, the Chibo in Midtown, recently closed. To the sadness of no one except maybe the people that work there. Jillian Felix loves ice cream. Who doesn't? There's Paris, Texas. I have no idea if that's any relation to Paris, Paris. We walked by earlier. Douglas Blackwell, $2.79 for making or for risking my lungs for the stream. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you so much for the $2.79 jelly bean. Get something at Stag Shop. Happy Friday, everyone. Not a Jelly Bean. Thank you so much. Thank you, Douglas Blackwell. And thank you, Jelly Bean. All right, I gotta mute it for a sec here. Oh, there's somebody who looks like she's passed out, but she's on the sidewalk and she's with what looks like her friends. I'm not going to point my camera at her, but she seems to be in good hands. Obviously not something you like to see. Hopefully she's okay. She was just laying down on the sidewalk. She had her head on what looked like was her sweater or one of her friend's sweaters. Her friends were kneeling over her. It's one of those situations where you ask yourself, is there anything I have to offer this situation? Like when I saw that guy who took a really nasty spill on Commissioners. But there was already a small crowd of people, some attending to him. Someone was already on the phone with 911. So sometimes it's best not to be a spectator and just keep moving. Toronto night market, free entry. That could be really cool. Hey, Randy Ruck.
I'm a singer as well. So
$20 for goal. I still have a 3-2. But thank you, Randy Ruck. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys have been spoiling me. Lisa says cool is subjective. That's when I use it, then it is definitive. All right, I'm gonna walk a little faster. There's Bar Hop. That's a pretty solid place. So we're in King West. Restaurant Row is coming up. How's the vibe on the street? It's decent. In a few hours it'll be super lively. But it's definitely decent right now.
Are you sure? Oh, double vodka soda. And I was like, what am I doing?
Robert, we are jealous of your air quality. Apparently some of these fires were arson. And I read that they made a few arrests on that. Good. Hey, a little Rod Stewart. Gabrielle, Toronto. Matthew says fish and chips, $10, nice. Hey, we hit 701 viewers. Thank you guys. Good crowd tonight. Thank you so much. I go live 3-4 times a week. Do hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I go live. I post videos every morning, 9 a.m. EST. And if there is no video, that means I'm going to go live later that morning or early afternoon. And I go live Sunday nights over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Jennifer Gala, yeah, Nobu on Mercer is open. Mercer Street is not at all the Mercer Street it used to be. It used to house the Second City and an old fire hall. Wayne Gretzky's was right there on the corner. Live streaming.
Are you a YouTube sensation?
Not sensation.
How many hits?
125,000 subscribers.
Oh, that's not a YouTube. That's
Well, it's my job.
you pay?
I gotta mute it for a sec, this music.
Say you met.
Sorry, I had to mute it. That guy was a hoot. He was from Orange County. He just kept asking me question after question. I think he was a little coked up, if I'm to be honest. And I only say that because he asked if I had any of that tonight. And I said no. He said, well, I just did. I asked him how he liked Toronto, and he said, I fucking hate it. Put that on your stream. But that was in jest. He was just having a good time, I guess. Funny guy. As we walk through Restaurant Row. And we are at, let's go up John Street. That's what we'll do. We'll head up John. The street with my name on it. Janice Pike. TJF to you, Janice Pike. Thanks for dropping in. Janice has called in a few times on my Sunday Night Live. Hope. I don't know what you're writing, Janice. As we go north up John Street. That sky's got a nice purple glow to it. Where are you going, buddy? Peter says if I walk on Peter Street, I have to pay you money. I just crossed Peter Street. Well, I was on the south side. I guess it was Blue Jays Way that I crossed. Yeah, that would be cool. A double-decker sightseeing bus tonight. Sit on the top floor, breathe in some wildfire air. Got some awesome views of the city. That Fox and the Fiddle used to be located in like an old home on that spot, and they tore the home down to build a condo. Now it's like a higher end Fox and the Fiddle. Oh man, that wildfire air smell is strong right now. It smells like burning wood chips. Let's go this way on Adelaide for a block. We'll skip all those patios on John. Greg says campfire smell. Yeah, kind of reminiscent of that.
Yo, wasn't it like in the door?
Ladies' night. Let's go up Duncan Street. We got any viewers named Duncan? That's what I should do. I should make a walk named, or just following streets named after viewers. Try to work Peter Street in there. Do we got any viewers named Dundas? That would make life pretty easy.
Yeah. Who else do you think it was?
Chris Mill says Cowgirl Fridays. No, we've been dingus free for a while, Gertej. Got a friendly dude from the OC who was a little bit coked out of his mind. They also had like full run-through shopping bags on them.
The last time, where did we go?
They have one thing.
This used to be the Fifth Social Club, Taipei Tavern. It's like a Thai. Oh, that must be the second floor. Taipei Tavern. I've heard about that place. I'm gonna have to try it. Hello, Bruce. Arjit asking, we're just using the iPhone tonight, but I'm not using my usual streaming software. Dingus bird this week. Yeah, we had a dingus bird. My neck finally feels decent right now. It really hurt the night I went home. And yesterday it was pretty sore. Hey, Jay's 4, Twins 3. Chris Mills, thank you so much for the update. I got a Facebook message from a guy I haven't talked to in about 5 years, who I used to teach English with in Korea. He lives in Minnesota. He told me the Twins were going to Turkey Leg, the Jays this weekend, which I think is his speak for sweep. Go to the CN Tower, please. I don't know about that. I will go to the subway. We made it to Queen West. Harjeet, $1. Thank you, Harjeet. Thank you so much. Thanks for the Jays updates, guys. 4-3. I'll put one of the games on my phone.
Yeah, I know. I
got 2 phones on me. Okay. That was nice. That guy just meandering all over the sidewalk, randomly stops and turns. Ooh, gelato. Made in house daily. So at the start of the stream, or near the start, the Jays were losing, the Oilers were losing. Now both teams are up. Good stuff. Lisa says the sports are sporting.
Yeah, I love it.
Those people get a little space. Not that there's anything wrong with walking along the street with a camera in your hand, but you do not want to give off the idea that you're just trying to film the backsides of people. You'll notice on my videos I often do that. If I'm like walking at the same pace as someone right behind them, I'll usually speed up and go around them or slow down and let them get some distance. There's look down Simcoe Street.
We all heard that. We all heard that.
All right, we're gonna just go down to St. Andrew, I think. Greg says we don't mind butt shots. It's not even that, it just feels a little awkward. It's just something I do. As we get to Richmond Street. University. Douglas says, did I plan this route? No. My plan was, I kind of screwed up. I wanted to record Due West Fest, but I had it in my mind that I would record it west to east this year, but I got off at Ossington and I did it the other way around, and then I figured I would just live stream. I thought I would be starting the stream around Dundas and Ossington, not Dundas and Lansdowne. That's all good. Greetings, Kathleen. The Shangri-La on the right. Shangri-La. I don't know. Potato. Toronto. Lisa says play it backwards. I don't know, I always find filming street festivals kind of awkward because if I stopped and like looked at stuff closely, you're gonna end up with like a 2-hour video. But if I just walk through it, people are gonna complain that I didn't look at anything. So I choose to just walk right through it, but selectively stop at a few moments. There's a look along the Adelaide Skyscraper Canyon. Greetings, Math Doctor, just here to see me sign off in a minute. I think that's all the shit air I can handle for the night. I'm gonna head home, pop into a fine cannabis, we'll call it, even though it's cannabis retailer. Thanks to Kush, we'll pick up a few edibles. If there's no lineup, I'll go get a gelato at Mizika. Hey, this is new, this wooden bench. Wow, huge crowds of people. Something, I think a play just let out. Something just let out. Look at all those people. Interesting. It's 9:33. Do you know where your children is? Well, my mom knows where I am if she's watching. But on that note, I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I go live next. I'll probably do an e-bike live stream, either next or next week at least. And I'll be live for sure Sunday night, most likely at the Johnny Stumbles channel, Yo-Yo Ma play tonight. Neat. But big thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks to our mods, Patreon supporters, all the viewers. Thank you to Liam for the in-person super chat. Thank you to everyone who sent support and super chats as well. As I fail to flip the camera around, I've got Instagram at Johnny Strides. There's a super thanks button down below, and I've got Patreon and channel membership. If you want to support what I do, down in the description. Don't worry, tomorrow's video won't be a 5-minute rant. It'll be an actual video, but I gotta go home and edit it. So thanks a lot, guys. Yoink.